Good morning. Today's video, design of pre-stressed concrete structures, civil engineering online. So these losses of pre-stress is the topic wherein the problems related to losses of pre-stress will be dealt in today's video. So the first problem says us that question is, a pre-tensioned concrete beam of rectangular cross section 150 mm by 300 mm is pre-stressed by 8 high tension wire of 7 mm diameter located at 100 mm from soffit of beam. If the wires are tensioned to a stress of 1100 Newton per mm square, calculate the percentage loss of stress due to elastic deformation, assuming modulus of elasticity of concrete and steel as 31.5 and 210 kilonewton per mm square. Let us start with the solution. In solution, first of all, we are going to draw the cross section of the particular given question. So the cross section of the given question will be like this: 150 mm width wise and 300 mm depth wise, wherein we are able to have that neutral axis in the center. So this part is neutral axis. We all know that this particular distance is called as yt and the distance below the neutral axis is called as yb. So in this, now they have given 8 wires of 7 mm diameter located at 100 mm above the soffit. So below the 100 mm, if we take below the neutral axis, this is 150 mm and above the neutral axis 150 mm. 100 mm comes out to be somewhere here. So this distance stands to be about 100 mm. Clear? So now the 8 wires are placed here. I will just show in this way. So this is 8 wires placed at a distance of 100 mm from the soffit of the beam. So now the remaining part, we are able to find out this it as eccentricity. This eccentricity will be able to have us the value of equal to 50 mm. So from the figure, we are able to clearly find out what is the eccentricity of the cables which are located at 100 mm from the bottom of the surface. Now given data, so given data when we are writing, so try to write all the data which is given in the question. So we are having the breadth of the particular cross section of the rectangular beam as 150 mm and depth of the cross section as 300 mm. From these two data, we are able to find out the value of area of cross section, that is area A is equals to B into D, which will comes out to be around 45,000 mm square. Then we are able to find one more parameter of the rectangular section, that is moment of inertia I is equals to BD cube by 12. When we substitute BD cube by 12, that is 150 into 300 raised to cube divided by 12. If we are able to calculate that particular calculation, we can see here 150 into 300 cube. If we do, we are able to get the value of around 337.5 into 10 raised to 6 mm raised to 4 is the value of moment of inertia. So this value are able to determine from the cross section of the given section. Now they have given us 8 high tension wires 7 mm diameter. So diameter of wire is equals to 7 mm. Numbers of wires is equals to 8 numbers. So area of steel, that is we are able to calculate that as area of pre-stress. Area of steel we can also call it as area of pre-stress, area of pre-stress as equals to particularly pi by 4 into 7 square into number of wires 8. So, area of pre-stress, let us call this area of pre-stress with a nomenclature as AS, pi by 4 into 7 square into 8 numbers, it comes out to be around 307.87 mm square. So, area of steel, that is area of pre-stress, is known to us. Now, we are finding out what is the next parameter given in the particular section. So, unit pre-stress they have given us. Unit pre-stress means for one single wire how much is the pre-stress it is given. So, unit pre-stress it is Fs given as 1100 Newton per mm square. So, that total pre-stressing force, if we are able to calculate, that pre-stressing force will be equal to P as Fs multiplied by As, that is equals to 1100 multiplied by 307.87. When we do this calculation, 307.87 into 1100, we are able to get the value of pre-stressing force as 338,657 in newtons. So, this value is in newtons. So, from the figure we are able to have the value of eccentricity as E is equals to 50 mm. So, this value is known to us. One more two values they have given us, that is we are able to calculate the modular ratio as alpha E is equals to ES divided by EC. So, here ES and EC is what? Young's modulus of steel and Young's modulus of concrete, which is given in the question. Young's modulus of steel is 210, Young's modulus of concrete is 31.5. So, 210 divided by 31.5, when we do, we are able to have one more value, that is modulus of ratio as 6.67. Moving to next part of the particular problem. So, in the next part of the problem, now in this, now Fc we have to find out, that is stress in concrete. Stress in concrete. Fc is stress in concrete at the level of steel. We have to determine this part. So, Fc, stress in concrete at the level of steel, means the particular steel is at the level of 50 mm from the neutral axis, which we have seen it. So, this value is 50 mm. So, wherein we were taking it as somewhat the stresses in the extreme fibers as here at the bottom or at the top fiber. Now, we have to find out at this particular distance, that is 50 mm. So, stress calculation, Fc is equals to P by A plus or minus PE. I will take one more it as capital E divided by I. This capital E. So, capital E is what? Capital E is distance of fiber from neutral axis. So, that is the fiber where we are going to calculate the particular stress in the concrete. So, this value E will be equal to as 50 mm itself, because here capital E is equals to eccentricity E only, and both are below the neutral axis. For that reason, we will take it as minus 50 only. So, considering it as minus 50 only, substituting into the formula, when we are substituting into the formula, what the value we are able to have that is for the pre-stressing force is 338,657 divided by 45000 plus or minus 338,657 into minus 50 into once again minus 50, that is the distance of fiber from the neutral axis where the concrete stress has to be determined, and the moment of inertia of the cross section is 337.5 into 10 raised to 6. So when we calculate this calculations, we are able to have somewhat value as 10.03 Newton per mm square as the stress in concrete at the level of steel. So further moving to the loss percentage, what we have to find out that percentage. So therefore loss of pre-stress due to elastic deformation is able to be determined. So elastic deformation is a simple formula that we can calculate. Elastic deformation at the level of steel. So at the level of steel we have to determine it. So delta Fs is equals to alpha E into Fc. So alpha is modular ratio what we have calculated, and Fc is the particular stress in the concrete at the level of steel which we are going to find out. So we are calculating this as 6.61 what we have got earlier multiplied by this part of 10.03, we are able to have the value of delta Fs as 66.94 Newton per mm square. So percentage, therefore percentage of loss in steel will be equals to 66.94 divided by unit stress in steel, that is 1100 multiplied by 100 will be equals to have us as 6.08 percentage. So this is the elastic deformation of the steel in percentage what we have calculated. Moving to next part, that is second problem. Second problem is a rectangular beam 200 by 300 mm is pre-stressed by means of 15 5 mm diameter, 15 in numbers, 5 mm in diameter wires located 65 mm from bottom of beam and 3 numbers 5 mm diameter located 25 mm from top of beam. If wires are initially tensioned to a stress of 840 newtons per mm square, 840 newtons per mm square, calculate percentage loss of stress in steel immediately after transfer, allowing from loss of stress due to elastic deformation of concrete. Assume ES, Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity of steel 210 kilonewton per mm square and EC 31.5 kilonewton per mm square. In this problem they have given us two positions of the cables. One is in the bottom zone and one is in the top zone. So starting with the solution part, first I will draw the figure so that you are able to see that how the cables are located in the section. So bit cross section is bigger as compared to the dimensions to show you how the values are there. So this particular width is 200 and depth is 300 mm. Easily we are able to locate the neutral axis of the concrete section. 150 mm is this value, 150 mm is this particular value. Now 15 numbers of 5 mm dia are located 65 mm from the bottom of beam. So this is the bottom of the beam. From here 65 mm when we consider, so somewhere here the 65 mm is going to come. Let us take this as 65 mm. So here these are 15 numbers of 5 mm diameter cables are present, and 3 of 5 mm diameter which are located 25 mm from the top of the beam. This is the top of the beam. From here 25 mm distance when we take, so here we are able to find 3 cables are located of 5 mm diameter. So this distance is totally of 25 mm diameter. Now we know that this particular total distance is 150 mm. This particular distance is 150 mm. So in this 150 mm, this 150 mm. So now we have to find out what is the particular distance of neutral axis from the cables. So this distance 1 we will get, this distance 1 we are able to find out. So those distances when we are able to calculate, this will be at the bottom capital E, that we will take at EB, and this distance we will take it as ET top, which will be this particular distance. Now calculating this distance is simple calculation. 150 minus 25, we are able to have this as 125 mm, and this distance 150 minus 65, which will be able to have this distance EB as 85 mm. Still the eccentricity of total cable is not known to us, that we have to still calculate. By given data, let us calculate what is known to us. Area of cross section is known to us, capital A, it is 200 multiplied by 300, which is equals to 60,000 mm square. Moment of inertia, capital I, which is known to us, BD cube by 12. So substituting, calculating, we are able to have the value as 450 into 10 raised to 6 mm raised to 4 is the particular moment of inertia of the cable. Then calculating area of steel in bottom is equals to pi by 4 into 5 mm is the diameter into 15 numbers. This calculation comes out to be 294.52 mm square, and area of steel at the top when we calculate pi by 4 into 5 mm square into 3 numbers, which we are able to have the total area in the top as 58.90 mm raised to square. So total area of pre-stress, that is area of steel, we can say AS is equals to 294.52 plus 58.90. So AS is equals to total of both the values 294.52 plus 58.90, that is equals to 353.42 mm square. Unit pre-stress given in the question is 340 Newton per mm square. Unit pre-stress Fs is equals to 840 Newton per mm square. So pre-stressing force P equal to Fs into As, Fs into As is equals to total 840 multiplied by 353.42, which comes out to be P is equals to 840 into 353.42, nearly about 296,873 newtons is the total value of capital P, pre-stressing force. Now we have to determine what is the distance of steel neutral axis, that is steel CG of steel. We have to find out that. We are going to take it as y bar of steel. When we calculate, we are having the total 3 wires in the top fiber as 25 mm distance plus 15 wires from the top fiber till this, what is the total distance. So we can do that calculation as 300 mm minus from the bottom 65 distance divided by total number of cables, how many are there, that is 3 plus 15, which we are able to calculate the total number of y bar of the steel, that is CG of steel. So CG of steel we are able to easily calculate 3 into 25 plus 15 into 300 minus 65 altogether divided by total number of steel, which comes out to be around 200 mm from the top fiber. So y bar of steel is equals to 200 mm from the top fiber. So 200 mm from the top fiber, when we are able to locate it, so somewhere here we are able to have that distance, we are able to locate this part of distance. So this value is 200 mm now, and only this distance, the intermediate between small distance, this will be becoming as eccentricity E, which is equals to that eccentricity. So E, when we are able to calculate, it is 200 minus 150 mm, the distance of top fiber neutral axis, which comes out to be 50 mm of eccentricity. To find out modular ratio, alpha E is equals to ES divided by EC, which is equals to the value of 210 divided by 31.5 is as previous problem 6.67. Both the units are same, so we are able to have unitless as this particular dimension. Now we need to find out what is the value of stress. So stress in the concrete at the level of steel, we have to find out. At the level of steel, we have to find out. So here we are able to have the two things, two values we are able to find out. Two values when we are able to find out means we should find out it clearly, that two values what we are able to find is like this. So FC bottom in the bottom zone, P by A plus or minus PE by I. So calculating this part of values, we are able to have the total force of cable in the total P, that is 296,873 divided by area of steel cross section, that is 60,000 plus or minus 296,873. Now comes E, eccentricity of the whole cable is minus 50 into the eccentricity of the cable which is in the bottom zone. So in the bottom zone we are having only 85 mm as the steel distance from the neutral axis. So this part of steel distance, when we are able to calculate, that part of value will be known to us, divided by moment of inertia as 450 into 10 raised to 6. So this calculation when I put in front of you, that is 68873 divided by 60,000, it comes out to be around, this value is 4.94 plus or minus, still need to calculate. 296873 multiplied by minus 50 multiplied by minus 85 altogether divided by 450 into 10 raised to 6. So this comes out to be plus 2.8. So roundabout when we calculate the total value, 2.80 plus 4.94 is around 7.74 Newton per mm square is the stress in the bottom fiber. Similarly, when we calculate stress in the top fiber with the same formula, P by A plus or minus PE capital E by I. This is EB and this is ET for your clarification. So 296873 divided by 60,000 plus or minus 296873 multiplied by minus 50 is the eccentricity into plus 125 is the top cable distances. So divided by 450 into 10 raised to 6. So doing this calculation, this part we are already known, 4.94 plus or minus. So whatever the value comes in calculation. So here it will be coming minus because we don't have another value as minus to multiply. For that reason we are able to have the value as negative. So this comes out to be negative 4.12. So doing this calculation as 4.94 minus 4.12, which is the value we are able to have, 4.12. So this particular stress is able to have for only 0.82 Newton per mm square. Now this particular value is known to us. Now we have to find out what is the particular percentage loss. So as we have done in the previous problem, the percentage loss is due to elastic force, that is delta Fs is equals to modular ratio into Fc. So this formula is known to us. Using this formula, I will calculate delta Fs is equals to modular of ratio into Fc at the bottom. So Fc at the bottom 6.67 multiplied by 7.74 when I do. So this calculation comes out to be 6.67 into 7.74. This is around 51.62. It is Newton per mm square and divided by the percentage of loss and unit stress. So percentage of loss of stress is in steel will be equals to 51.62 divided by 840 is unit pre-stress into 100. We are able to having this value as 51.62 divided by 840 multiplied by 100. So that value comes out to be 6.14% in the particular bottom fiber. Now knowing it with the for the top fiber. In the top fiber, similarly delta Fs at F equals to, so that is alpha C into Fs at the top fiber. So Fs at the top fiber, when we are finding out, this is 6.67 multiplied by 0.82. So 0.82, if we do 6.67 into 0.82, it comes out to be 5.47 Newton per mm square, and the particular percentage of loss in stress at steel level will be equals to 5.47 divided by 840 into 100. So we are able to have this as 5.47 divided by 840 into 100. So nearly about 0.65% of loss is we are able to consider. So in this